Hello and welcome to this presentation from the Urban Penguin. My name is Andrew Mallett, and in today's presentation we're going to go through and take a look at creating a Python virtual environment and see why it's so important within our scripts that we add the env command to our shebang rather than Python 3. The env command, we can go through and search for Python 3 within our environment, and obviously we want to be picking up Python within our virtual environment. So come on, let's go through and find our command line and start our learning journey. And hello and welcome to my glorious Pixel Playground, a playground where you can learn how we set the correct shebang for Python scripts. The first thing that we're going to be doing is setting up a Python virtual environment. Now for this we have to then install an additional module. The installation is going to differ between different versions of Linux. I'm using Ubuntu here, and when I look at my standard Python 3 interpreter, it is /usr bin Python 3. Setting up a virtual Python environment, we can use a different interpreter which will use different library and module files. This way we can have very much a customized environment which keeps our system Python much more clean. So we can create a Python environment for each one of our projects, knowing that it is clean and built fresh from the start. As I say though, between different versions of Linux, the installation of the Python virtual environment is going to be slightly different. However, managing virtual environments is going to be exactly the same. Working on an Ubuntu system, I'm going to use sudo apt install, and the package name that I need to install is going to be Python 3 and -vm for our virtual environment. This is just giving me the Python module so I can create our virtual environments. Now say this is then working on Ubuntu. On other Linux distributions you'll use different packaging tools and the package name may well vary. But now we have our virtual environment installed, we create it. This is going to be the same no matter which version of Linux you're using. So we run our Python 3 interpreter, -m to use a module, and that's the virtual environment module we've just installed, and we create, in this case, we're just calling it test. So an environment called test. Moving into the test directory, we can see what's been created, and this is a new, fresh install of Python. But it's included totally within this directory. We have the bin directory, we have the includes, the library directories, the configuration, and a shared directory. So mimicking what we might be seeing at the root of our file system. To activate this environment, we go into our test directory. I'm already in it. So from the test directory, we read in the bin activate script, and that sets up our environment. We can see that it's changed my prompt to show that we're in the test environment. And if I go back and rerun the which command, !WH to rerun the last command that started WH in my history, we can see now, far from just being USR bin Python 3, it's home vagrant test bin Python 3. So this is why we don't want to hard code USR bin Python 3 within our scripts. If we look at creating a script, and the script could be anywhere within your file system, we move into our home directory and we can use whichever text editor that we want. I'm going to use Vim. But if I create a very simple script, I'm going to give it a really simple name as well. Why not just my.py? Our first line of the script is usually going to be the shebang, so the hash bang line, that then goes through and has / and we're going to put USR bin and env for environment. We can then go through and put Python 3. So we're going to search for Python 3 within our environment variables. So typically that's going to be read from our path environment variable. Our path variable is changed when we go through into our virtual environment. inside of our script, we're going to import the sys module, and we're going to print out the path to where we can load Python modules for. So for p in sys.path, we're going into our looping structure, so let's just put a colon and indent and print the path, so print p. So that's going to print out a new line for each path or each directory within the modules path of Python. Once we're ready with that, and it looks pretty good to me, it's very simple really, isn't it? But let's go through and save our change. And of course, once that's saved, we can go through and add in the execute permission. So A for all plus X for execute on my.py, and then run that. And we can see then where we have that correct environment variable set, we're able to pick up Python modules from the standard locations, but also home, vagrant, test, lib, and so forth. We're including our test environment. So this is how we would want it running. But let's go through and just change the script again, and we can modify that shebang. A lot of people think, well, it doesn't really make any difference whether I use the env command or whether I use Python 3. Well, it doesn't if we never have virtual environments. But now I've got my virtual environment. If I hard code the path to usr bin Python 3 and re-execute my code, we can see then that we are no longer picking up modules from home, vagrant, and test. So we've now lost the ability to be able to pick up modules from our customized environment, and that's really why we use virtual environments. So I can create a virtual environment for each Python project I'm working with and install modules in that, knowing that those Python modules are going to have no effect on the system Python. So something really important and something we should consider. The last thing to look at is just the deactivate command. When I run deactivate, it then shuts down my virtual environment, and I'm back now working from the system version of Python.
All that is left to say is thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then you are probably sadder than I first thought. For more of this drivel, please subscribe, like and comment to @TheUrbanPenguin.